Yo, go on YouTube and check out that new joint by the Society. It's called Parliament. You heard? And there's a whole bunch of different cities and states on this track repping. Leave a comment, tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you over there. Hey yo, LAZ, New York City. I'm about to start doing a new web series, you heard? And I'm trying to interlock all 5 boroughs, Westchester County, Long Island, and the whole tri-state area. Get at me.
Hey yo, LAZ, make sure y'all go to bloodsagas.com and cop the digital download of this book. Go to amazon.com, read them reviews, they loving it. You heard? Shout out to the whole BK, shout out to the Bro Show. Get at me, Gen Pop TV, Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man. You heard?
Hey yo, check these. Gripping and unforgettable fantasy adventure. Epic. Stellar story.
Make sure y'all check my exclusive interview with Farrah Mitchell. That's an attorney at law that's helping dudes get home out that penitentiary with the new federal laws that just got passed January 4th. Make sure y'all tune in.
So Stone pulls out the sawed-off shotgun from the mattress, tells the young nigga, he like 16, 17 years old, wild nigga from Dominican Republic. He was wild in Dominican Republic, you know what I'm saying? That's why they sent his ass to New York. He like, yo, do me a favor, clear the corner. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, why we doing all that? I like to fight, I don't like to kill. I ain't a killer, dog. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga passed the nigga the shotty. This nigga leaves the building. I'm like, yo, Stone, you really want to do that? He like, nah, fuck that, let them learn. I'm like, all right, December 5th, 2003, you heard? I came home from Sing Sing.
That's crazy. Today is December 5th, right?
Oh, is it?
Yep, that's
I don't
crazy.
even know.
Everything is written, baby.
Today's December 5th, son. Yo, it's crazy too, because I don't know if you watch the Weather Channel and do history on weather type shit, but December 5th, 2003, I was released from Sing Sing Correctional, right? Yo, I remember like yesterday, because it was the first day that it snowed in New York for that winter, huh? Well, my pops had came to the train station, you know what I'm saying, gave me like $1, but I had a check for like, you know what I'm saying, a couple of $100. Remember, they used to only give you $100 when they release you like the most, like 160 or some shit like that. I can't remember, but then if you had more than a certain amount, the rest they gave you in a check, you heard? Anyway, my pops had to go to work. He came up there, he blessed me. I had a bag full of clothes, but I ain't had no sneakers to match, you heard? So I didn't put the new outfit on, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't had the kicks to match. So I said, fuck it, when I get off the train, that's for the, you know what I mean, and start my life over, you heard?
Yeah, you had broke up for a second. You said when you get off the train, what happened?
When I got off the train, you heard, when you get off the train and from Sing Sing, you know, you take that Amtrak shit, I believe it's called, right? Amtrak, drop you off by the Major Deegan and Fordham. So I get off the train, I start my life all over again, fresh from Sing Sing in my motherfucking blue jean shit with the whack-ass belt they give you, and that sweater, ugly-ass, like brownish sweater. You know what I'm saying? I got my bag full of clothes. I'm walking down Fordham Road towards the concourse. I live on 182nd in the concourse. You know what I'm saying? So I remember it like yesterday, son. I get home. I saw Bluetooth for the first time too. I thought a nigga was talking to himself. I almost popped on him. I thought he was a loco, you heard? Walking towards me with a Bluetooth in his ear. That shit I got paranoid, son. I was like, oh, shit, the fuck? I thought it was one of them crazy niggas be talking to themselves, probably pop on you for no reason. Anyway, I got home. They threw a party for me. You know what I'm saying? The day I got home, my family did. I woke up in the morning with $1,100. You heard? You think I do the right thing with it, but didn't learn my lesson yet, Laz. You heard?
How long you had just did?
I did 3 in a month at that time. You heard? On the last bid. On that bid, I did 3 in a month. You know what I'm saying? So, they threw a party for me, all that. You know what I'm saying? I went and saw my homegirl Rumble. You know what I'm saying? The next day, I went to Manhattan, checked out my homegirl that was writing me. You know what I'm saying? We still homies too, nigga, since 99, man. Shout out to Rumble. So, go check her out. But when I was going to check her out, I bumped into Stoney the Brainiac on the 4 train in the 183rd, you heard? Bugging, he on the other side of the turnstile. He just bought his Metro card or whatever. I see the nigga, we bugging like, yo, what up? Yo, Showtime was good. We bugging out, you know what I'm saying? We reminiscing about being up north for a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Yo, how you doing since you been home? Whatever. He was going to work. I was going to my people's crib. He was getting off the stop before me. Anyway, long story short, I lose the nigga number. I went to see my homegirl. I ain't had a phone yet, but he wrote it down on a piece of paper. I lost the nigga number. You heard? I gets back to the Bronx. I can't get, you know what I'm saying? I don't got no contact with this nigga. I know he live in my area somewhere, though, because I met him on the 183rd train station down the block from me. You know what I'm saying? So one day, I don't know, you know what I'm saying, how the stars be aligning or how God be working things out, but he do. One day, I say, yo, I got to find this nigga. So I start walking around the 3rd. I'm walking around Creston, Walton, Morris, Jerome, the concourse. I'm just walking around. It's wintertime, but it's nice outside. You know what I'm saying? Even though there was some slush on the floor, it was not cold outside. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in a pilot jacket, you know what I mean? Whatever, walking around. This nigga had the day off. He walking around. We bump into each other. Yo, what's good? We bugging out again. You know what I'm saying? He tells me, yo, his man Yaya wrote him, and he's going to this nigga baby mom's house because the baby mom's got a new man, and every time he called to talk to the kids, the new nigga be banging the phone on him. You heard? Like, the new nigga just don't want, you know what I'm saying, this nigga to talk to his kids. He's just hating, you know, or he feel a certain way because maybe that's the nigga that the girl really loved or whatever, but he locked up forever. Shout out to Yaya, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, he says, yo, we going over there. I said, fuck it, we out. We goes over there. It was crazy. We walked 180 something in Bathgate. You heard, I remember like yesterday, he knocked on the door. He like, yo, you Mike? The dude like, yeah, I'm Mike. What happened? Boom! He rushed in the door, slaps this nigga. Bow! Throws him on the couch. Boom! Slaps him again. Bow! Dude don't know what the fuck going on, right? Some lame nigga. He's sitting on the couch like, yo, what happened? What happened? Yo, what's this? You heard? He said, yo, next time Yaya call to speak to his kids, man, you make sure you have that conversation with them babies. You could keep the bitch, but make sure he talk to his kids. You know what I'm saying? So dude like, yo, you got it, fam. While he's doing that, I picked up the cat. They had a nice little fluffy white cat. I'm petting the cat and shit. You know what I'm saying? While he doing that, that nigga turn around and look at me. He like, yo, Payne, you want anything from this house? You know what I'm saying? I just came home. I've been home 8-9 days, my nigga. You heard? When this happened. I'm like, damn, this nigga want me to rob the house? He said, you want anything from his house? I said, I want the cat, my nigga. He said, nah, not the cat, B. We ain't walking around the Bronx with no fucking cat. He started bugging out. We laughing and shit. We leave. But right before we leave, I throw the cat at homeboy. Bow, the cat screamed. This nigga like, we leave. You heard? True story. We leave. We hit the block. This nigga like, yo, I could get you a job at this messenger service shit, this, that, and the third, because he was working at some messenger service shit in Manhattan. He like, yo, I'll get you a job at this messenger service shit, you know what I'm saying? You home, you on parole, you know parole won't see them pay stubs, this, that, and the third. Parole told me I had 2 options. I could do some programs for anger management and like drug program shit too. Or I could go get a job, but I gotta bring the pay stub every week, right? So I ain't about that program. Like, I hated school, you know what I'm saying? I don't really do that program shit. So I was like, fuck it. I told them I was gonna find a job. So they was giving me a couple weeks to find a job or whatever. Or else I had to do that program shit. I went to like a program like 1 or 2 days. I was like, nah, fuck this program. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he gave me the job where he worked at in this messenger service shit. You heard? Mind you, I just went up north getting $1,100, $1,200 a day before. That's why I caught that case. I worked for 2 weeks at this job shit. They hold a check back, right? I don't know why, you know what I'm saying, people do that, but they hold like a week back and then they pay you the second week. Niggas gave me $153.09 or some shit like that, you heard? So I'm looking at this check and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm still young, 24 years old. I'm like, damn, son, $153. I walked around Manhattan, nigga, my feet be hurting. I'm over here fucking messenger in the street. You know, my head wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even try to work my way up through the company. I said, fuck that. I went back to the Bronx and I bought an ounce of marijuana. Now, mind you, I still had a little bit of money from that party left over, even though I got fly and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I took that check, bro, and I went and bought an ounce of Reggie's at the time. You know what I'm saying? Back in 04, there was still Reggie's and shit. You feel me? Back in 2003, 2004, niggas was still smoking the Reggie's around 183rd. You know what I'm saying? Some people still liked it, the Arizonas and all of that, whatever. So I bought me an O of that, and I flipped it. The same day I bought the O, I got rid of it in nickel bags and shit. I was like, oh shit, I like this 183rd shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not originally from there. I'm from Parkside, but that's where they paroled me to because my family from over there. You know what I'm saying? So I flipped the O, boom. I bought 2 O's. Boom, I kept doing that. Boom, until I got a £1/4. I ain't talked to Stone in like a week, bro. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was going to work. One day he come to my house like, yo, why you ain't coming to work, bro? Like, you quit, nigga? I told the nigga, I said, yo, my nigga, I just came home. You know what I'm saying? And I was getting money before I went up north. My nigga, I can't do that $150 a week shit. You feel me? He's like, nah, yo, it take time, you know what I'm saying? You work your way in, you know what I'm saying? You get cool with the right people like I did. Cause he was like a manager over there, you heard? I was like, nah, my nigga, I can't do it, you heard? He said, oh, what you gonna do? So I take the nigga to my room. I showed him the bud, all bagged up, about a £1/4. He like, oh, that's what you doing? I said, yeah, my nigga, I'm sorry, B. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the opportunity, though. He like, fuck it, I quit my job. I said, why you gonna do that? He said, I'm fucking with you, nigga. I said, nah, son, you don't. See, back then I told you, I ain't had my head on right. And you know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about incarceration. I thought everything was funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Incarceration really didn't hurt my feelings, you know, back in those times. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna quit his job, come fuck with me. I told the nigga, I said, nah, you don't want to do that. He like, nah, fuck that, nigga, I'm riding with you. I said, this was gonna happen, my nigga. And this is exactly what happened, too. I said, this was gonna happen. We gonna get money. We gonna get fly. We gonna fuck some bitches. We gonna get locked up or we gonna die, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's the only things that's really gonna happen. He said, fuck it. I said, you sure? He said, yeah. Boom. That nigga helped me open up the weed spot. That nigga helped me with the bud. We start pushing the bud. So one day, in my lobby, right, my door, my apartment door, was by the steps, you know what I'm saying, going up, you know what I'm saying, in the concourse, like when you come out my apartment, you can see the steps that go right up, you know what I'm saying? I lived on the first floor. One day I came, we getting money, we chilling, you know what I'm saying, nice little bud flow. Started off with the Reggie's, got the Arizona, next thing you know, we got Purple Haze, we got Hydro. We was doing our little thing. One day I'm coming in the building to go to my crib, there's a nigga smoking a blunt in my building. That's not allowed. You can buy bud in my building, but you can't sit here and smoke it. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know who dude was. He had all the guts from the Philly on the floor. So I was like, yo, fam, you know you got to pick that up, Rob. It's Dominican nigga. He just looked at me and he wasn't fazed, bro. He looked at me like I was a bird, my nigga. You heard? He looked at me like, who the fuck is this nigga? You know what I'm saying?
This is in on 183rd or in Parkside?
Nah, this is in 182nd in the concourse. You heard? In between 182nd and 181st, man. 2185, man. Salute to all my peoples, man. Whole Banger, Frenchie, Brim, Knuckles, everybody over there. God bless y'all niggas. So, this nigga look at me like I'm a bird, son, and he kept smoking his blunt. I'm about to pop on this nigga. Stony with me. You know what I'm saying? And my Spanish fucked up, but Stoney speak better Spanish than me, you heard? So he said to the something in Spanish to the brother, you heard? And the nigga, they started talking. I'm ready to punch this nigga in his face. My son like, yo, chill, fall back. Hold on, let me talk to this nigga. I'm like, nah, get this nigga the fuck out my building. You know what I'm saying? Dude was not scared, son. We was not respecting it, right? But he looking at me like, yo, why he so mad? Anyway, Stone talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Try to calm me down. what I'm saying? Dude left. He picked up the guts and the nigga left. But Stoney, he picked the shit up and threw it in a brown paper bag and he left. You know what I'm saying? Alright, whatever the case may be. This is important. This dude is important. He winds up becoming important to us later. You heard? I didn't know who he was. Anyway, one day, my sister, she don't drink tap water. You heard? This one made me lit on that block at the time. Nobody really knew me. I'm from Parkside. Yeah, my family from the 3rd, but I ain't grow, you know what I'm saying? I ain't grow up really being around them niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paroled there because my sister was like, yeah, you can stay with me on parole, whatever. So one day, my sister like, yo, could you go to the grocery store, give me a gallon of water? Because she don't drink from the tap. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now we got our phones and all that. I used to make my sales off my phone and do deliveries and shit to niggas and shit like that. That's how I was getting it. Well, on the way to the store, some nigga called me. I served him. I go to the store, me and Stoney together. When we coming back, we passing 181st. There's a barbershop. Some Dominican niggas in the front. Me and this nigga talking, having a beautiful day. We laughing at the world. We walking past these Dominican cats. The Dominican cat said something in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Stoney looked. He said, look at these bird-ass niggas. You heard? The nigga said to Stoney, yo, you know how to speak Spanish? Speak in Spanish, nigga. So the niggas don't stop. Like, oh, this nigga talking to us. Barked on the nigga. You heard? What, nigga? You know what I'm saying? About to put it on his son. And son folded. But the kids that he was with, one of them used to buy butter off of me. So he was like, yo, chill, no beef, you know what I'm saying? That's my man, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, tell your man watch his mouth before he get washed up. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, nah. So they folded. We laughed it off. We go into the building. We chilling, you know what I'm saying, with the nigga Lou, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Knuckles, my nigga CJ, we all chilling. You know what I'm saying? We let that shit go for a little while. I'm about to, I run out of bud, so I'm going to go to the apartment and get some more bud. You heard? But right before I go, I see the nigga Stone looking out the door in the lobby, and he looking like, yo, what the fuck? And he go outside. So I'm like, what the fuck this nigga doing? I go to peek to see what's going on. It's like 5-6 Dominican niggas in my courtyard, son. You heard? The kid that we barked down, that nigga got a Fendi and went and got some peoples. You heard? So when he went and got those peoples, they came back to my building. Step to him, you know what I'm saying? The nigga said, yo, you brought your friends for us? That dude said, nah, yo anda solo. That means I walk alone. You know what I'm saying? So the nigga said in Spanish, since you walk alone, this is yours. Rock the nigga. And then them niggas jumped off. You heard? Everybody jumped off. We getting it on with like 5-6 dudes. Now the niggas that was in my building, that was in the lobby with us, 2 of them niggas was young, like 13, 14. They just watching. You know what I'm saying? This bitch ass nigga I had with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say your name too, my nigga. You should be ashamed of yourself, you heard? With some gangster nigga. I seen this nigga bust a gun off and all that, but this nigga folded when it was for hand combat. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Lou. You heard? Fuck that nigga. Anyway. We got it on with these niggas. It was crazy. I threw a nigga face into the air conditioner. You know what I'm saying? From my super shit. You know how they got the basement apartments. This nigga had an air conditioner coming out that little. So we get it on with these niggas, slamming niggas into motherfucking air conditioners. One nigga though, the last nigga, I had the same hoodie type shit, like the same color as this nigga. I can't remember if it was gray or brown, but I slammed the nigga off the last 2 steps. This before they had the gate in front of the building. They got a gate now. Boom, slammed the nigga. My son, I'm trying to grind a pound. This one kid, my son think I'm the other kid in the melee. He punched me. Bow. I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? He's like, oh yo, my bad, pounds. You know what I'm saying? Then we start stomping dude out. And we let the niggas run off. I told the nigga, run with your friends, man. You know what I'm saying? The nigga ran with his peoples. I kept the nigga hat. The nigga dropped his hat. Nice hat, too. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, the dude that was smoking the blunt in my building that one day, that I wanted to snuff because he put the guts on the floor, he seen the whole shit. This is why I say he's important to us. You know what I'm saying? His name was Willie. They deported him, man. Shout out to my nigga Willie. You know what I'm saying? But he seen that shit. He come running over, but by the time he ran over from across the street, it was over. You know what I'm saying? These niggas was running. So I don't know why they ran. They tried to jump us, but they wasn't good at jumping us. Some little Dominican kids. You know what I'm saying? So Willie come over, yo, y'all good? Yeah, we good. You know what I'm saying? I went and slammed Lou up because the nigga didn't pop. You know what I'm saying? You just watched us get jumped, my nigga. You ain't pop. So I slammed this nigga around. You know, everybody telling me to chill. You see, I was mad at the nigga. I ain't beat him up, but I slammed him in the wall a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. The nigga Willie start talking to us. He like, yo, like a couple of days passed, nigga come and press me. He like, yo, where your man Stoney at? I'm like, yo, he be here in a little while. He like, yeah, I want to talk to y'all. Alright, cool. Let it go. Stone comes up. I said, yo, you got Dominican kid, be his English fucked up, but he say he want to talk to us. You know what I'm saying? So Stone like, I bet. He calls the nigga. I don't know how he got the nigga number, but he wound up calling the nigga like, yo, we over here. The nigga like, yo, come to this apartment. I gave us an address. It was like 167 or some shit. Way down. You heard? We goes to the nigga apartment. When we get there, this nigga's cooking mad grills on a frying pan, my nigga. You hear me? This nigga's like, yo, I like y'all niggas style. You know what I'm saying? I can fuck with niggas like y'all. This, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? I got this little setup going on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be in y'all hood. I got work out there. We wasn't trying to fuck with the I wasn't trying to fuck with the Krills. You know, I just came back home from fucking with the Krills. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really with it. But at the same time, I wanted that bread too. So he told me, yo, you ain't never paying. You ain't never got to get dirty. I just want you to be out there with my workers and hold them down. I said, fuck it, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about? He like, yo, I'm gonna give you such and such. He gonna give us like 20% off everything he push over there. You heard? We already got the bud, so I said, fuck it, that's just extra money. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? So me and Stone start fucking with that kid Willie, and that's where shit got dark again, son. You feel me? Once we started fucking with him, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got the block. You feel me? All we doing really is pumping blood and looking out for these niggas at first. But then the nigga Stone want to invest his own money into the cribs. You know what I'm saying? And we start getting more cake. You feel me? Now we outside all day, every day, nigga. Straight loser shit. We outside all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm never really dirty, but you know what I'm saying? I'm dirty. You feel me? I'm holding the pistol and all that. I'm fucking 24 years old, just came home from prison. You know what I'm saying? Ain't been home like a whole month yet. And this is what we doing. You feel me? So, one day, some nigga almost bumps my nigga Stone. We in front of the barber shop. You know what I'm saying? I went and pressed the nigga. You heard the nigga came back with some niggas from Valentine. You know what I mean? We got it on with these niggas. You heard these niggas try to jump me. Like, first niggas walks past Stoney on some asshole shit. Almost bumps us. We chilling, minding our own business. I asked fam, I'm like, yo fam, let me ask you something, son. You think niggas is pussy? You know what I'm saying? Why, you know, he winded us. He ain't really bumped, but he winded a nigga. So he was like, nah, I ain't got no beef. He came back with another nigga. I popped on him. Me and Stone, we popped on both of them. They ran off. Couple of hours passed, you know what I'm saying? And it's Friday night.
But what you mean? He said I ain't got no problem and spent off like it wasn't nothing and came right back?
Yeah. When I pressed him the first time, he said he ain't want no problem. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I wasn't like that, fam. Because he almost bumped my son. With the whole concourse to walk, he wanted to try to play close to the wall where we standing. You know what I'm saying? So when he walked past Stone, I felt it was disrespectful. So I caught them over. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, fam, hold on, let me ask you something. I said, yo, you think niggas is pussy? He's like, nah, fam, ain't even like that. I said, I mushed the nigga. Fuck out of here, son. The nigga left. He came back with another nigga. I found out later these niggas was from Valentine. But when he came back the second time, we popped on them. They ran. The whole block came. Mind you, we got the block now. We got like 30 niggas with us.
So what he did though, he came back and said something?
He came back one time with another nigga. They got popped on, they ran. Then he came back later on that night. I got the haze, like we got coke, we got krills. I see a whole crowd of niggas walking from 183rd. We on 182nd. I'm like, yo, my shiesty ass, you know what I'm saying, being greedy. You heard? I said, we all got blood here. I said, let me rock my homegirl Vanessa. God bless her, man. If you hear this, boo, I love you. Rock. She got a bike. I'm like, yo, V, let me see your bike real quick. I start riding towards the crowd of niggas. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna serve these niggas the rest of this haze I got on me. They probably going to a party. It's Friday night. These niggas like 13 deep. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, let me go pump this haze to these niggas before they get to the everybody start, you know what I'm saying, promoting their shit, right? So even though it was my shit, I just wanted that sale. You feel me? So I start riding to them niggas. I'm like, yo, I got that haze, you know what I'm saying? And the kid that it initially started with, he was in the middle of the crowd. He like, that's that nigga right there. Them niggas popped on me, lads, you heard? Rocked me off my bike, my nigga. Bing! I grabbed the car and I pulled myself to the other side of the car. These niggas whipping my ass, you hear me? But all of a sudden, Stoney comes with a milk crate, starts swinging at niggas, trying to back them up off me, and the whole block comes, my nigga. We get it on with these niggas in the middle of the Grand Concourse. We getting it on with these niggas. Now, at first, I was getting my ass whipped. Now I got a squad helping me whip these niggas' ass, you heard? These niggas retreated. Long story short, they retreated. But they sent another nigga. After maybe like, you know what I'm saying, a half an hour, 45 minutes passed. I'm done. I ain't got no more drugs. I'm about to shut it down for the day. You know what I'm saying? These two older niggas. One had a cast on. The nigga with a cast had a cast and a baseball bat in his other hand. You heard? I used to go in the Aki stores. That's my thing, son. I always change bills with Akis. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in the Aki store when these two Puerto Rican niggas come in. These niggas look dangerous. Older niggas, too, like in their 50s. Maybe 40s or 50s. I'm 24 at the time. They was older than me, but they could have been my father's age. But they walk in. One nigga, it's winter time. This nigga got a tank top on with a leather jacket. One short Puerto Rican motherfucker. And his big ass friend got the broken arm with the baseball bat. So I'm like, oh shit. Yo, who these niggas? I felt the energy. I'm like, these niggas feel uncomfortable to me. You know what I'm saying? So I walks out the store and I stand in front of it though. They come out the store too. They like, yo, you pounds? I'm like, yeah, well, what happened? I looked down the block a little bit too. I looked both ways. I see my little sister coming. Cause her man heard, you know what I'm saying? He saw the whole melee. He went and told my sister. You know what I'm saying? So she coming down the block. I got these two killers in front of me. I'm like, damn, this ain't a good look. Now I'm getting uncomfortable. I don't want my little sister to get caught up in the shit I do. You know what I'm saying? She coming down the block mad at me too. You know, she about to bark on me, but they don't know that. She didn't get to me. I said, yeah, I'm Pounds. Why, what's up? He said, he looked at his partner. He looked me in my eyes. I'm looking this nigga in his eyes. The nigga smiled, some devious ass smile. He said, I like you, kid. He patted me on my chest. Pop, pop, pop. Like 3-4 times he tapped me on my chest. Like, yo, I like you, son. You got heart. He told his friend in Spanish, vamos. And they left me alone, son. My sister crossed the street. She started cursing me out. Yo, nigga, you just got home. You back on that stupid shit. Why you wilding out here? I'm looking at my sister. The whole block, like, I tell the niggas on the block, yo, I'm out. I see y'all niggas tomorrow. These niggas start laughing. Yo, this nigga Pound scared of his sister, son. This nigga just fought the whole world, but he's scared of his sister. I am scared. I ain't scared of my sister. I love my sister, and she's always right. You know what I'm saying? So I goes upstairs. Long story short, we got this block, mad shit happening. We clicking, we getting money. You know what I'm saying? We fucking mad bitches. I'm fucking a porno star bitch from Morris Avenue. You know, like, we wilding the fuck out. We kids, you know what I'm saying? Having the time of our life. You heard? So one day, this shorty, she had a jaw broken too. You know what I'm saying? She used to buy butter from me. I asked her her life story, like, yo, what happened to your jaw? She started telling me about her boyfriend beat her up, and she's still with the nigga, and he be stalking her. She can't talk to me that long, because he gonna see her out here. This, that, and the third. I felt bad for her. You know what I'm saying? I told her, I said, yo, if you scared of that nigga, you could come stay with me. You know what I'm saying? She like, nah, I don't want to bring you no problems. I ain't care about having a problem. You heard? I thought I was all that. You heard? So I started, a couple of days, you know what I'm saying, talking to her, she buying bud. I geesed her into staying with me. Now, her man was a Latin king. I don't really want to say no names because niggas be mad at me for what I did. You know what I'm saying? But I bagged the nigga shorty. I let her stay in my crib. She stood in my crib like a month. You know what I'm saying? So one day I comes outside my building. It's 3 Puerto Rican niggas in front of my building. They're like, oh yeah, I knew who they was, and they knew who I was, but we wasn't friends. You know what I'm saying? They lived across the street, on the same block, but across the street a couple of buildings down. So the niggas say, oh yeah, you see Vanessa? I said, nah, I ain't see no Vanessa, nigga. You heard? And I kept walking. You heard? Them niggas was sitting there confused, like, yo, this nigga just walked off on us. I just walked off on him. So them niggas was mad about that. I ain't want to talk. Couple days after that, I comes out my building again. A bunch of Land King niggas outside.
Who they was asking
you, know
you, did you see though?
He was asking me if I seen his girl, you heard?
That same girl?
Yeah, she's sleeping in my room, you heard? She's sleeping in my room, wooed out, nigga. I was having fun with that, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga asked me if I seen her. I said, nah, I ain't seen her, you know what I'm saying? Her name was Vanessa, but he said Vanessa because he had that Puerto Rican accent and shit. So I made fun of him and I walked away. So I ain't seen no Vanessa. And I kept moving, you heard? So the niggas just stood there. A couple days after that, I comes out my building. It's like 10 Puerto Ricans in front of my building don't belong there. You heard? Land King niggas. One of them I knew, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Suave, he like, yo, Pain, let me ask you something, son. I'm like, what's good? He like, yo, you fucking the manitos. You know I'm LK. He like, yo, you fucking the manitos good? I'm like, yo, what the fuck you pressing me for about somebody bitch, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? He like, nah, yo, you know that's a violation to the nation, this, that, and the third. I said, you know what's a violation? Beating bitches up, my nigga. How about those? You know, I said, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you want me to talk to you about, my nigga. He like, yo, let me talk. He put me to the side. He like, yo, relax, my nigga. You know these niggas is out here to do damage, nigga, if you violate it. I said, I don't give a fuck about all that. You know what I'm saying? I got a thing on me too. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about all that. So they left me alone. Couple days pass again. This would piss Stony off. This is where they get Stony pissed the fuck off. Couple days pass. I'm on Creston and 182nd talking to this brother. I can't remember this brother's name. I see him every time I go home too. And I ain't never knew his name. He's just one of them cool brothers you say what up to. You know, you live in the hood, you might nod your head. You see this nigga in the store, in the pizza shop. Seeing yo, what up, man? I'm winding up talking to this dude. They got a dope spot on 182nd back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to the nigga. As soon as I stop talking to the nigga, I'm about to dip to the concourse, and these niggas ran up on me with a baseball bat. The kids, the girl's boyfriend, and two other Puerto Rican niggas. You heard? They like, yo, what's up? I'm like, you got a baseball bat, my nigga? So I throws my hands up, but I'm moving backwards. I'm like, he can only swing that bat one time. They gon' jump me. They probably gon' stab me. I got my hands up moving back when all of a sudden a whole bunch of brothers, all the black brothers that was on the corner of Creston that was talking to homie that I was talking to, they all held me down. These niggas ran. These niggas took off. You heard? That shit turned everything around. That day was the day that I said, yo, I want war with these niggas. These niggas try to bring baseball bats at me. I was emotional. Stony want war with them too. They crack spot is literally across the street from our shit. You know what I'm saying? Where we pump at, we looking at these niggas across the street. Mad tension in the air, you heard? So this goes on for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? So one day, I had this some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? One of they customers that always go to them, they had the blues, we had the clear bags. One of they customers that always go to them was on our side of things. I pressed them to not go over there no more. And they was watching me do it. I thought it was funny. They ain't think it was funny. They was like, yo, this fucking Pounds kid don't give a fuck. I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So what they did, when I wasn't on the block one day, it was quiet late in the night. They came across the street and stood on our corner and pumped they shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to let us know, like, we not scared neither. You know, but we wasn't out there when they did it. Some kid came and reported that to us. You know what I'm saying? So Stone was like, y'all niggas, you know, I could talk about it now because the statute of limitations and shit, God, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the law. But back then, I wouldn't have told you this. What happened was, when the niggas came to our spot, because we had a spot on Creston, you know, this little rented room, we was hiding out. We used to, you know, some crackhead house, we get this nigga some cribs, he give us the apartment. So this kid came and reported, you know what I'm saying, one of the shorties, you know what I'm saying, one of these little niggas used to love us. He like, yo, these niggas came across the street, nigga, they on the corner. I'm like, oh, word. So there was this kid, man, he from the Dominican Republic. You heard? He was new in New York. He only been in New York like a year. He was 17 years old. I ain't gonna say son name, but I love this nigga, right? You know what I'm saying? He did his time too, so I could talk about it now, but back then I wouldn't have told you this. So Stone pulls out the sawed-off shotgun from the mattress, tells the young nigga, he like 16, 17 years old, wild nigga from Dominican Republic. He was wild in Dominican Republic, you know what I'm saying? That's why they sent his ass to New York. He like, yo, do me a favor, clear the corner. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh shit, why we doing all that? I like to fight. I don't like to kill. I ain't a killer, dog. You know what I'm saying? So this nigga passed the nigga the shotty. This nigga leaves the building. I'm like, yo, Stone, you really want to do that? He like, nah, fuck that, let them learn. I'm like, yeah, nigga, don't do all that. You know what I'm saying? So son walking, he ain't even asked 2 questions, my nigga. He just said yes and left, man. This young kid, bro. This nigga walking down the block. So we walk behind him. We come out the building. After he left the building, we come out. Nobody's on our corner no more. They back on their side of things. This nigga walks straight up to everybody, cocks the shit back. Boom! 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 Lets off a whole bunch of shit. Everybody running. You know what I'm saying? There's a nigga laying on the floor, lads, you heard? I'm across the street looking at this shit like, damn, son. You know what I'm saying? I'm feeling horrible, son. I'm like, yo, we just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We was getting this money, chilling. It's over now. That's what I thought to myself. I said, it's over now. You know what I'm saying? Dude ain't died, thank God. You know what I'm saying? But that nigga had to, later on in life, you know, that nigga had to wear the shit bag and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? The colostomy bag, I think it's called. You know what I'm saying? But he the only nigga got hit. Out of all that mess, only one nigga got hit. He was a crackhead too, but he used to fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short, I tried to lay low after that day. You heard? I told Stoney too, let's lay low for a couple of weeks. I'm still on parole. You know what I'm saying? We like 90 days home, nigga. I'm like 90 days home at the time. I'm still on parole. I try to lay low from that corner for a week or two. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking around boredom. I'm walking around one day. I see my Code D. Remember the Code D nigga I told you he did some bum shit on the island, told the police I was a king so they could move me out of 8 building?
Yeah.
I bump into that nigga. I know him from Manhattan. I bump into him on Field Place in Creston. Yo, what up, son? What you doing out here? You know, I let bygones be bygones. He home, I'm home. We talking. What I don't know is these niggas is being investigated. They got police on rules. They got police in apartments watching these niggas. I don't know this shit. The people he fucking with. This nigga's a bird. You know what I'm saying? But the people he fucking with, they's getting money over there on Field Place in Creston. So, I don't know this. They taking pictures of us and all that. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even see it. Anyway, about a week after that, parole comes to my apartment. They was coming all the time, but they never caught me with nothing. They was coming to make sure my fist wasn't dirty. And they even changed my parole to Pacheco in 138th because Vargas didn't like dealing with me. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, they come to my crib one day, son. I'm chilling. Stoney not there. He had slept over, but he had some bitch. He was with the bitch somewhere. You heard? Police, the parole knock on my door. Toot. I'm like, oh shit. So, you know, I kept everything in another room because they could only check my room. You know, when you on parole in somebody else's house, they could only check your room back then anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I let them in. Yo, it's good, man. They got two other people with them. Yo, I don't know who the other 2 are. I know Pacheco and Vargas, but I don't know the other 2 officers they got with them. So I'm thinking that's odd. I'm like, what's good? They like, yo, hey, they gave me a cup. They piss in this cup. They put the stick in it. My shit not dirty. Blue. They like, yo, they went in my room. I had gold teeth with the fangs. They're like, yo, we confiscating these. I'm like, why? They're like, yo, because you got violence on your record and you got something sharp in your possession. You can't have this. They sharp. I said, you think I'm going to cut somebody, put them back in my mouth? The nigga told me, this New York City, nigga. We see worse out here every day. I'm like, whatever, take them shits. He said, you could get them back after you complete parole. You got 120 days to pick up your property. I'm like, what the fuck? Whatever, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Then the officers that they was with, they was like, yo, we want to ask you a question. I said, oh man, here we go. They said, yo, when's the last time you seen Mr. I don't want to say his whole name, yo. But they was like, yo, when's the last time you seen Mr. I said, I ain't seen that nigga since we got locked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you want to start this over? I'm like, what you mean? They're like, you want to give us, you know what I'm saying, the real answer? I'm like, yo, I ain't seen that nigga since we got locked up, though. He said, they had a manila envelope. This nigga says, yo, there you go, lying. I'm like, you calling me a liar? I started getting confrontational. He pulls out the manila envelope and pulls out some big-ass pictures. You heard? He puts them on my sister's kitchen table shit, where we standing by the kitchen. And he starts spreading the pictures out. I see me talking to this nigga the day that I seen him, the only time I ever seen him. You heard? So I'm like, oh shit, I just lied to these niggas. I got caught in a lie. So I told the nigga, I said, yo, my nigga, this the Bronx, this New York City. I can't tell niggas where to be. I just bumped into that nigga. You gonna cuff me or something? Because if you think I did something, y'all would already have me in cuffs. He was like, nah, you ain't do nothing but do us a favor. When you see, they start leaving, he was like, yeah. He said, do us a favor. If you see him before we do, tell him to turn himself in. So they leaving out the apartment, and I stopped him. I said, yo, but why y'all looking for her for? You know what I'm saying? Why you looking for something for? The nigga pulls out his pocket a fucking like a business card, and he passed it to me. You heard? I read the shit. It said Officer such and such, 46th Precinct, homicide. I said, oh, this nigga done caught a body over here trying to hang out with me, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So they leave. My life get crazier. Me and Stoney getting money. Stoney beating niggas up. Stoney got stitches in his head because he popped on some niggas from Fordham. They broke a bottle in a nigga head. That back in the days with the chirp phones and shit. You know what I'm saying? He chirping me like, yo, come to Fordham. Yo, I got smoke. By the time I get there, I gotta take it. It's already over. This nigga whole head leaking. He had long hair too. This nigga head leaking. Gotta take this nigga to the hospital and all that. He get staples and shit. And this shit, like mad shit was happening. You heard? So one day my sister called me. It's the middle of the night. I used to go home like at 8:55 because I had to be home for parole by 9, right? I used to go home every day, 8:55, go chilling in. If the parole didn't come by 10:30, 11 o'clock, I would dip again. You heard? I thought I was slick. Well, one day I did that shit. I dipped. These niggas came to my house like 11:30, my nigga. You heard? Pressing my sister, I'm not there. So my sister hit me up as soon as they leave. Hey, yo, don't come to the crib, nigga. I'm like, why not? She like, parole just said, you know what I'm saying, the next time they see you, they want to see you in that office. You got to turn yourself in. I'm like, oh, man. You know, I got to do this parole shit. I said, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I bounced on these niggas, you heard? I started staying at other places. That's how I got the name Antonio Bicicleta you be hearing me say on YouTube. Because I was renting a room from some boppy niggas on 194th and Valentine over by Kingsbridge, and I was coming in and out the building with the bike. I was renting a room in the basement of that building. They was like, yo, Antonio Bicicleta, laughing at me and shit, because that's some like folklore legend motherfucker in Puerto Rico that ran around on the bike and police couldn't catch him. That's what I was on, you heard? Riding around on the bike. So I went to Manhattan one day, saw my son Snacks with some prostitutes. You know what I'm saying? One of the prostitute bitches had a black eye. I asked her what happened to her. She like, yo, this pimp nigga be beating me up. I said, come rock with us, B. He ain't gonna touch you. You know what I'm saying? We went and met the nigga. Nigga was a little corny nigga too, man. His name was Freak. You know what I'm saying? This nigga he was soft. Super soft. You heard? He only beat up chicken heads, so we wasn't worried about him. This bitch tell me she got she from Massachusetts, New Bedford. Her grandma's got this house, this and the third. I tell her I'm on the run from parole. I chill with her for a couple of days. We rented a hotel room in Queens, you know, in the 70-something or some shit like that in Queens. And she telling me about her real life in Massachusetts. She don't want to be out here. I'm on the run. I gotta go somewhere. So we go to New Bedford, Massachusetts, my nigga. Stone get mad at me. I'm on the phone with the nigga telling him to play. He like, nah, nigga, yo, we got the block. I'm like, yo, nigga, that shit over, nigga. Niggas is getting shot, police looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got murdered. You know what I'm saying? All types of crazy shit going on. I'm like, yo, I'm out here, son, come on. He ain't want to do it. So he got mad at me, son. We had a little falling out over that shit. You heard? But we get to Massachusetts. I'm there for like 2-3 days with this hooker bum bitch. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never splacked or nothing too. I ain't respect her. You know what I'm saying? But I needed a spot to stay. So we get there. I got 50 grams, 50, 60 grams on me, son. I got a couple of ounces of blood on me. You know, when we get out there, she held it. We take the bus out there. 2 buses to be exact, right? Because we went to Boston and had to get on the bus to New Bedford. Anyway, long story short, Shorty got beef with niggas out there because before she left for New York, she got a nigga for like a rack or so, you know, on some perico, and she dipped on the nigga to New York. So I'm chilling in her crib. One day, somebody throwing pebbles at the window. I could hear it going think, think. I'm like, the fuck is that? She like, yo, don't look out the window. But it was too late. I already put my 2 fingers in the blinds and looked out. So a bunch of Spanish niggas, B. I'm like, yo, shorty, you got beef with these niggas or something? She like, yo, I'm not here, I'm not home. I'm like, oh shit. I said, why you ain't tell me that when we was in New York so I'll be prepared, at least mentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you would have told me you had all that smoke before we jumped on these buses, I'd probably still be in New York, nigga, not worried about these niggas. My dumb ass, I go outside. Yo, what's good, fam? Little short motherfucker. This nigga was a gangster too. I can feel the energy. The shortest nigga there, that nigga felt dangerous to me. There's a bunch of them. It's like 5, 6 girls and 3 dudes. They like, yo, tell Jasmine to come outside. I'm like, yo, look, man, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? He told me the story. He like, yo, this bitch, she gonna come back to this town after she robbed me. I'm like, yo, look, B, I don't know this bitch like that. You know, I told him the truth. I said, look, fam, I don't know this bitch like that. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 2, 3 days. You know what I'm saying? I got a situation going on. Give me like 2, 3 days. I get the fuck up out of here, though. Y'all do whatever y'all want to this bitch. That's what I'm telling this nigga. You heard? He like, yo, I respect you came outside. I respect you not a coward. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you 2 days, nigga. If you here or you not here, we fucking that bitch up. Nobody stopping us. I said, I respect that, papi. You know, I respect that. I ain't fucking, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even trying to die out here because of y'all niggas. You know, I respect it. He like, yo, you got 2 days, nigga. As soon as I went inside, nigga, I barked on this bitch. I packed my shit up. I was trying to go to the Greyhound buses. I was like, I'm out of here. But when I get to the Greyhound buses, the ticket booth just closed on me. There's a bus ready to leave, but the ticket booth closed. So I ran to the bus driver like, yo, fam, look, man, I gotta get to fucking New York, my nigga. I ain't supposed to be out here. You know, he like, yo, the ticket booth's closed. I said, yo, but what, help me out, son. I'll pay double. He like, nah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take you to Fall River, and the bus terminal there is 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? You could buy the ticket there. But when I get to the bus terminal in Fall River, the next stop over, the lady asked me for ID, which I didn't have, so she wouldn't sell me the ticket without the ID. So I runs back, she giving me a product, so I runs back to the nigga like, yo, bro, look, she being a bitch, she don't want to send me the ticket, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get the fuck back to New York, bro. He like, yo, this is my job, man, there's nothing I can do to help you, man, you gotta get an ID. I'm like, damn, bro, please help me out, man, get me out of here. Mind you, I'm dirty as shit in the towns I never heard of. I'm in another town I never heard of. So now I'm awkward, now I'm uncomfortable. You heard? I don't want to be here no more. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, I can't help you. I'm like, damn, son, you left me out there. The motherfucker drives off with the rest of the people. I'm walking around a town I never heard of Fall River, Massachusetts before. You heard? I got a book bag of
You said you got the weed and the coke on you?
I got like 50, 60 grams, 50-something grams in my book bag. I got like 3, 4 ounces in my book bag, you know what I'm saying, of purple haze. And I'm fucking black Puerto Rican and shit, nigga. You heard, with a New York Yankee hat on and a leather and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like a drug dealer and fucked up with nowhere to go in this town. When I come to the little downtown area, there's a bar open. I didn't want to be outside. So I went up in the bar, nobody stopped me. I'm chilling in the bar. I met these 2 brothers, they was twins. You heard, they was a little geeked up. You could tell they like that Perico. My shit wasn't cooked yet. I ain't had grams of crack. I had grams of Perico. Just ain't cooked it yet. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't telling what I had. But I went in the bathroom and I made me a little bag real quick. Came out, enticed them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Let them niggas get high off that shit. They offered me a room in their basement. You know what I'm saying? At their mom's crib. I gave them some coke. You know what I'm saying? I wound up in their rented room downstairs. Boom, the next day, I comes outside. I wound up robbing a nigga for a phone. I don't know why I did that. I was being, you know what I'm saying? But I wound up robbing this kid for his phone because I didn't want to use mine. You feel me? I wanted to call my sister and tell her, yo, this is my dilemma. You know what I'm saying? But my sister hot because of the parole. You heard? So I was like, yo, let me use your phone, fam. But when the nigga tried to press me for his phone back while I was talking to my sister, I spazzed on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? Flipped on him. And I walked away with his shit. And I got 2 phones. I don't know why I did that. I shouldn't have did that. But anyway, I wound up meeting these 2 other chicken heads. They took me to their babysitter house where their kids was at, the kids' babysitter. I fucking saw Shorty and it was over, nigga. I fucking saw Shorty bagged it. We wound up getting married later on in life and all that shit was crazy, right? But I'm there for a couple of months in Massachusetts, I'm getting money, you heard? I'm getting money. Rest in peace to Eddie too, man, because that's the nigga that put me on. You know, this Puerto Rican kid named Eddie. You know what I'm saying? That was the first spot I wound up staying was his basement, you know what I mean? But he passed away, you heard, heart attack and some shit doing drugs, you know what I'm saying? But I start getting money out there, I'm chilling. Until one day, the Puerto Rican Day parade came. I went back to New York for that shit. Me and Stoney wowed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we bugging out in the parade. We jumping over the damn police, try to press me. They didn't know I was on the run. I told them, if you touch me, all these Puerto Ricans gonna go crazy. It's not the day to beat me up today, sir. You know what I'm saying? He fell for it. I bluffed the nigga. You heard? Dipset, Float came by. Like, we was just having a mad fun time. Even though we was living a legal life, even though we was not doing the right thing for no shape or form, you know what I'm saying? We was young. We was getting money. We was doing our thing. Me and Stoney patched up our relationship. He was mad at me that I left him in the Bronx. I was mad at that too. You know what I'm saying? You know niggas don't like when you do that. I don't like when niggas do that neither. But I was on the run. So I'm back in the Bronx. Go back to Massachusetts. Fucking this bitch all day, every day. I living my life. Go back to the Bronx. That kid Lou, you remember I told you that nigga got slammed into the wall because he ain't pop with us when I got jumped?
Yeah.
This nigga's a sucker. My goal was, I spoke to parole, right, when I was in Massachusetts. I wanted to see if I had any warrants or whatever. They was telling me I'm alright to come back, but I gotta turn myself in. Where you at? Yo, I ain't telling where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going through that. I spoke to Pacheco. I'm like, yo, Pacheco, this little Mikey saying, like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, yo, how much trouble I'm in? He like, yo, you ain't in no trouble like that, man. You got this parole violation, though. We gotta violate you. You know what I'm saying? So my plan was to go back to the Bronx, you know what I'm saying, do the parole violation, come back out, go to Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? But when I get to the Bronx, you heard, I'm chilling this shit. It's the winter time's coming in. It's like October or some shit like that. And I see that kid Lou, B. I didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Seen a nigga, I had some bud. He like, yo, let's match a blunt. We go in this nigga building. He roll a blunt, I roll a blunt. This nigga's chirp keep going off. I'm like, yo, this nigga must be getting money. That chirp shit just wouldn't shut up. That shit was annoying. You know what I'm saying? But he was ignoring me. I'm like, all right, whatever. When we come out the building is when he said something on it. He said brown hoodie on my mother's life. This nigga said brown hoodie on the chirp phone. You heard? I had a brown hoodie on, but I didn't pay no mind to it. I'm walking ahead of these niggas, right? We high. You know what I'm saying? I saw my homegirl Millie. I got mad butt on me, son. I went and got some butt herself. I saw my homegirl Millie. She's smiling at me. I'm going to go give her a hug. While I start walking to her to give her a hug, her eyes open like she saw a monster. I'm like, what the fuck this bitch looking at? I turn around, police rush me, nigga. Boop, 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 grab me on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They take my bud. They spill all the bud, the bags, on the floor. They didn't even want the bud. You know, they didn't care about that. They let the block have the bud. They just I had a zip block with mad baggies in it. They spilled it on the floor. They locked me up. You heard? When we driving, they taking me to the barge, right? It's a parole violation they got me on. When we driving, these niggas said, yo, you know how we got you, right? I said, nah, how you got me? He said, your brown hoodie. I said, oh, shit. It all makes sense. This nigga working with the police, son. He working with the warrant squad for whatever reason. I don't know why. But he said brown hoodie on the chirp. And these police, they're not supposed to tell you that, but they don't give a fuck about us. You know what I mean? They probably want me to come home, body this nigga, and do another bid. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. I'm like, wow, this nigga did me dirty, son. So I go and I do the violation. They send me back to Sing Sing, for a little 90 days. You know what I'm saying? I had fun in there, man. I felt comfortable, man. I wasn't, I was getting high when I was in the street. I'm a cokehead on the low. I'm the type of nigga back then where I would buy 50 grams, cook 40, and sniff the other 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of that. I don't do it no more. But, back then, that's how I lived my life. You know what I'm saying?
Most niggas that be in the drug game be fucking around, man.
Yeah, that's how I fucked around. I'm not proud of it. I don't suggest it for nobody. It's really not good for you. You know what I'm saying? I did so much coke, Blaz. I'll tell you another story if you want, man, that I fucked up a ventricle in my heart. They said if I do it again, I'm going to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really wilding with that drug shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I love selling crack and I love sniffing coke. That's just how I was. I ain't going to lie. You know what I'm I'm saying? So anyway, I guess this parole violation. While I'm doing the parole violation, Stoney the Brainiac doing the most in the street, dog. Stoney's doing the most. Rest in peace to Stoney the Brain, realest nigga I ever met. But this nigga's out in the streets doing the most. You know what I'm saying? I be talking to my sister and shit. She like, yo, your man Stone, a wild nigga. I'm like, damn, son. I should have left that nigga working in that messenger service shit. You know, I started feeling guilty because, you know what I'm saying? I let that nigga rock with me with the drug shit when he had a job. You know what I'm saying? I knew that I was going to go in and out of prison, and I ain't mind doing that for myself. But now I got my little brother that I met in jail. Now I got this nigga turned into a monster in the street. You know what I'm saying? And when he could have just been working and he was doing the right thing before I came home. So I'm feeling guilty for that shit. Anyway, I do my parole violation. I'm seeing my peoples in Sing Sing. You know, I left Sing Sing. They got me back here. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I do the parole violation. I get back to the streets. You know, when I get back to the streets, Stone winds up getting locked up, and I left back to Massachusetts with Shorty. You know what I'm saying? She got me working at the carnivals and all that. Yeah, so when I came home off that parole violation, I was still on parole. You heard? I owe these niggas like another year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still on parole. And but I left them niggas again. I wanted to be with that girl.
So
you know what I'm saying?
You bounced on them niggas again?
Yeah, I bounced on them again, son. I wasn't learning my lesson. I'm a hard learner. I bounced on them again. I bounced on them the day I came home type shit, my nigga, because Stoney was locked up. You heard? So I come home to Stoney being locked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the world like, you know, I'm talking to Shorty on the phone like, yo, what you want me to do? She's like, yo, come back out here. I'm like, yo, fuck it. I jumped on the motherfucking $15 Chinese buses to motherfucking Boston. Then I jumped on that little $12 bus to Fall River. And I went back to Shorty. Her pops talking about he got a job for me at this carnival shit with one of his peoples. They take me to the shit. I meet one of the coolest motherfuckers I still love to this day, Paul Caesar. Shout out to Paul Caesar. You know what I'm saying? He give me a job at the carnivals. That shit's like legal crack dealing, bro, but it's teddy bears instead of crack. You know what I'm saying? I'm singing my winner, 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 fried chicken dinner, doing fucking games at the fair all summer. You know what I'm saying? That shit's if you ever on the run from parole, y'all, join the carnival, nigga. Every week you somewhere else, bro, and the police don't bother you. You got this doofy looking shirt, but you getting money, son. You know what I'm saying? So I did that shit for a season, like 9 months of that shit. Came back to the Bronx, you know, selling drugs again. My sister like, yo, this is when my son passed away, man. The tattoo you see on my arm when I'm live, it say V-Rocks. It's when he had passed away. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I was depressed off of that. So my sister was like, yo, what you gonna do with your life? My sister's a good person. You know what I'm saying? Legit working. You know what I'm saying? College educated. Like, my sister's a dope ass person. She from the hood, but she did all the right things with her life. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my sister D. I love you, B. You know what I'm saying? But she like, yo, what you gonna, and my sister X too. She like, yo, what you gonna do with your life, my nigga? Yeah, so my sister, she kicking into both my sisters. They press me. I'm in her crib. You know what I'm saying? She like, yo, my nigga V-Rocks just passed away. So I'm stressed out. Went to the little wake and all of that, but I ain't go to the funeral because after the wake that day, my sisters came and pressed me. She's like, what you gonna do with your life? I'm like, yo, I only owe this niggas this much time in this motherfucking parole shit. I want to get it over with. You know, I want to go back and live in Massachusetts and just, you know what I'm saying? I want to leave this shit alone. You know what I'm saying? They're like, all right, we gonna take you to the parole building. Right then and there. You heard? It's almost 6 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? It's about to close. They called the cab. I said, fuck it. I jump in a cab with these niggas. We go to the parole building. They closing, my nigga. We get there like 6:03 or some shit. People leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that work there. I knocked on the window shit. I saw Pacheco look out, my parole officer. He smiled at me. He let me in. They ain't even cuffed me. You know, they treated me like I ain't gonna lie, they treated me like a human being, son. You know, like shout out to them niggas for that. They let me sit there, yo, what's going on with you, B? I told him everything that's going on. He like, you getting high? I'm like, yeah, I'm getting high. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, you alright? I'm like, yeah, I'm alright, B. I just wanna get this shit over with. You know what I'm saying? He like, well, at that time, I ain't owe a year. I owed like 90 days, 90-something days. You heard? So he like, yo, he start writing on his shit. He start writing notes and all that. They never cuffed me, yo. They didn't cuff me for a while. I'm chilling with them. I said bye to my sisters, gave them hugs and kisses. They left. I'm chilling in the parole, but it's just me, Vargas, Pacheco, and some black brother who was a parole officer too. They chilling with me. They talking to me. They doing a report on me. They not cuffing me. They gave me something to drink, all that. You heard? They like, yo, they put a request for time served because I told him I was doing the carnivals and all that. He said, you get high when you in the carnivals? I didn't get high at the carnivals. That was the crazy shit. I only got high when I got back to the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the most part. And I told him that. He said, this is what we want you to do. We want you to go back to the carnivals, but we got to lock you up for now. You got to go see the judge, but we're going to write a recommendation for time served. You know what I'm saying? So they sent me to the island. Nigga, when I get to the island, son, it's a punk-ass parole violation, but it's lit at the time. You hear me? I don't know what the fuck going on, but it's lit at the time. You can feel it. You know, and the island's always lit. They sent me to 12-something again, but it's a cell block. You're like 12 up or some shit they sent me to. I meet this Latin King nigga named Scar. You heard? Scar Official. I don't know what it's a blood house. It's one Latin King nigga. He seemed to have his props up though. I don't know what he did, why everybody liked him, but everybody respected this nigga. He from Brooklyn too. You know what I'm saying? Other niggas know who I'm talking about. Hey yo, Scar, salute. Other niggas know who I'm talking about. They gonna hear that name. They gonna be like, oh, I know this nigga. You heard? Anyway, I just meet the nigga for the first time. There's this one blood kid though, yo. He being too nice, B. He trying to be my friend. You know, and I don't trust him. He giving me these snake vibes. You know what I'm saying? He giving me like weird snaky vibes. But he trying to be my friend and shit. And he keep talking to me and shit. I don't really want to get this nigga no rhythm, right? Like, I don't trust this nigga. I don't like this nigga's energy. So I try to ignore the nigga. You know what I'm saying? A couple days went by. I go to the parole hearing. Well, before I go to parole hearing, I wound up smacking this nigga. A couple days go by, this nigga still talking to me. He's trying to play with the hands and all that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, fam, I don't do that with nobody, you know what I'm saying? This is the second time I've been through this too. Nigga won't play with the hands. So I slapped the nigga. Bah! He like, yo, I'm just playing with you, sir. I'm like, nah, fuck that, let's get it. He like, yo, I'm just Scar come out himself. He like, yo, both of y'all niggas shut the fuck up, B. Other niggas like, word, son, y'all niggas is great. Niggas start flipping on us, whatever. I'm ignoring the other niggas, but Scar, he pulled me to the side. He like, yo, come here. He tell the other nigga, the blood kid from Queens, he had a scar on his lip too. Like from his lip to his chin. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Scar bark on both of us, pulled me to the side. He like, yo, manito, I've been in this house for 9 months. I ain't got no smoke here. You ain't gonna come here, fuck it up for me. You know what I'm saying? Play your position. I'm like, yo, Scar, chill, nigga. This nigga won't play with. I don't want to play with nobody. He like, I understand what you're saying, son, but yo, just chill, be fall back. I'm like, I got you. So he tell that other nigga that shit too, I guess, in the day room. Nigga don't bother me no more. I go to court. Instead of time served, they gave me 60 days. You heard? So when they give me the 60 days, I don't tell nobody. I ain't say nothing to nobody. I ain't know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Telling these niggas my life. So I know I'm going up north any day now, right? The day before commissary, though, a couple days before commissary, this nigga come up to me, the kid with the scarred lip. You know what I'm saying? He try to make amends with me and shit. You know what I'm saying? He like, yo, fam, I holler at you. So we talk. I'm thinking to myself, yo, it don't work us talking. You know what I'm saying? It don't work out with me and you being friends, bro. I really don't like this nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he like, yo, could we talk? So we talked, and he like, yo, do me a favor, man, if you could, man, if you got it in your heart. That nigga said, if you got it in your heart. I said, what happened? He said, yo, look, when I was in OBCC, I broke a TV, so every time my family send me money, they take some of that. I said, all right, so what you want me to do about that, nigga? You want me to talk to them niggas not take your money or something? You know what I mean? He like, nah, yo, if you don't mind, I'm saying, commissary coming, I'm gonna put you on the phone with my sister. She gonna put $40 or something on your account. You know what I'm saying? You grab me some stuff from commissary. I'm like, yo, put your sister on the phone, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So I talked to his sister. His sister sounded beautiful. She had a beautiful voice, nigga. I don't know if she looked like Willie Nelson or some shit, but I don't know what she looked like. But her voice, she had the Ariel voice, my nigga, the Little Mermaid voice, my nigga. Like, she sounded beautiful, you know? So I'm about to kick it to his sister. That's what I was thinking, but I said, I don't want to kick it to a booger wolf, though. Bitch pull up on a visit looking like Jackie Chan or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't want that. You know, so she put the $40 on my account. I was nice to her. You know what I'm saying? The day before commissary, the night before, I locked in. I'm reading a book. I locked my size. I ain't want to be around nobody. So I locked in, start reading a book, and the police, they not supposed to do it, but they did it anyway. It's right before lock-in, the nigga came to my cell. He was like, hey, yo, you leaving tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got, you want to give it away or pack it up, but you leaving tomorrow. He says this shit. So the kid that his sister gave me the $40, he run up to my cell like, hey, yo, fam, B, what we gonna do about that $40? I'm like, I don't know, nigga. What you want me to do? Nigga, they backing me up. He's like, yo, I need that, though. This and the third. My peoples ain't got money like that. I'm like, yo, it sucks to be you, my nigga. I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't control the movement here. You know what I'm saying? He was mad because nobody knew I was sentenced yet. You know what I'm saying? Only other niggas from other houses that probably went to the parole hearing that day with me. You heard? But these niggas here, they don't know. You know what I mean? I ain't tell nobody that I was sentenced. So he bugging out. He like, yo, fam, let me hold them sneakers or something. I'm like, my sneakers? You bugging, nigga. I laughed at this nigga. I laid down. I said, yo, get away from my fucking cell, man. You know what I'm saying? So then the police came later. Yo, everybody locked in. The night's over. In the morning, they sent me to the gym shit or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, to go up north. Huh? So my son Viper from West Burnside there too, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to that little nigga. I love that kid. But he there, I bump into him, and I'm saying, this nigga gave me his milk, bro. You know how they give you the bologna sandwich with the milk, nigga, before you go up north, nigga, that little ugly ass breakfast they give you? Well, he don't drink milk.
What Viper you talking about? Talking about he black?
Nah, he Puerto Rican. You heard? Latin King nigga, you know what I'm saying, back in the days. You know what I'm saying, from West B. It's my man. So other niggas gonna hear this shit, they gonna know who I'm talking about too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to Zubang, son. I saw that comment, my nigga. God bless you, B. But so this nigga gave me his milk, so I drank two. You don't do that, y'all. Yo, anybody in the sound of my voice, if you going up north, nigga, from the island, and they give you that motherfucking nasty ass bologna sandwiches with the milk, don't OD on them shits. Them shits will fuck your life up, B. Because that's what happened to me. Yo, when they start shackling us, you know what I'm saying, leg to leg, and they, you know what I'm saying, all that shit to get on the bus, they shackled me to an old man, looked like Santa Claus, lads, you heard? They put my leg up on that motherfucking chair, click, click, and then I looked at the foot next to me, and I looked over, it was a fat white dude with the beard, B. Looked like Santa Claus. I'm like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, click, 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 go up north. You know what I'm saying? When I get on the way there, though, I farted, my nigga. Everybody was mad on the bus. Yo, who blowing it up? Santa Claus sleeping. So I looked at him like he the one who stink, nigga. You heard? I said, ain't nobody gonna beat up the old man, right? You know what I mean? So he was sleeping, be at the window. You know what I'm saying? Niggas left it alone, whatever. But yeah, man, I goes back up north. I get to Comstock. I get to downstate, back in downstate. You know what I'm saying? That's where I see my nigga Tree at again too, man. He was Cadre. You know, I told you about Tree, right? He killed the police in Brooklyn somewhere because his mom's friend too at all that. She tried to get his mom's friend. The moms tried to get the friend to talk to him like, yo, change your life, whatever. He got paranoid. He thought they was coming to lock him up. Niggas start shooting at these niggas. He killed them. Anyway, I see him again.
Where was that at again? In the Bronx?
Nah, that shit was in Brooklyn somewhere. You heard? That shit made the newspaper and all that back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I go to downstate, then I go to Comstock. This is where the name Latin Pain comes from, for those that don't know. You know, before they never used to call me that. They called me Bicycle Tony, Antonio Bicicleta, King Pounds, Little Mikey. You know what I'm saying? I had other monikers, but nobody ever called me Latin Pain. When I get to Comstock, you know what I'm saying, for my second time in my life going to Comstock, I don't got that much time to do. Mind you, I just did like 2-3 weeks on the island. They only sentenced me to 60 days. You know what I'm saying? They knocked 37 days off of my thing because I turned myself in, and I told you Pacheco gave a recommendation for time served or whatever, right, to release me from parole, but the judge didn't do that. But she did knock off like 37 days off my shit. So I'm up north now on some bullshit. Ain't even no real shit, right? But they sent me to Comstock because my classification or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, I get it on with the police. You know what I'm saying? I don't really always listen to the program and none of that. You feel me? So I'm coming in back up north. Like if I got a body or something, these niggas send me to Comstock. When I get to Comstock, you remember when I told you I was in Southport and shit? I started writing rhymes again. There was a kid next door to me. His name was Ty Nitty in Southport, right? He used to bang on the wall, do beats and shit. I used to rap. You know what I'm saying? But when I get to Comstock, he my neighbor again, son. You know what I'm saying?
Which Ty Nitty you talking about?
Not Ty Nitty, part himself. He on my mind because I saw him on Instagram. Ty Black from Brooklyn. He next door to me, you heard? So we back at it. Yo, what up, nigga? I love this nigga, B Top Black, man. I pray I see him again. You know what I'm saying? But he had an asshole for the time, so I don't know what happened and I lost contact. But anyway, he did. You know what I'm saying? A bunch of niggas is there. This is what made me not want to go back to prison no more. You heard? I'm going to tell you what happened to me, son. There was this, I'm going to say the nigga name too, man. This nigga named Arson, B. I thought the nigga was cool. Puerto Rican nigga from Long Island. You heard? He was like half Puerto Rican, half Italian. One day I'm in the yard. Oh, I saw the ill war too. I got to tell you that. But one day I'm in the yard, and I'm starting to like this kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm there like 3-4 days. I be talking to this nigga. He's funny. He hilarious. He seemed like a good dude. Right? But then I asked him, I'm like, yo, how the fuck they lock niggas like you up, son? He tells me the story on how, you know what I'm saying, he got a contract to kill this dude, but he couldn't catch up to the dude, so he went to the nigga house, put a pipe in the people's door, because they had one of those doors that I guess you pull open. He put a pipe in it, locked these people in their own apartment, and lit the house on fire. He lit that shit on fire. He killed 2 babies, the wife and the grandmoms. You heard? He told me the story like he ain't had no heart, though. Like, there was no remorse, nothing. I thought that nigga was disgusting, B. Like, I got sad, bro. I wanted to hit that nigga, dog. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I should eat this nigga food, son. Like, I started liking this nigga. This nigga gonna tell me he killed babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that nigga got like, bro, I ain't even mad, nigga. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't never talked to him no more. Then, one day, and the kid, remember I'm gonna get to the kid with the $40 too. Check this out. But one day, I'm chilling with my son Mello from Brooklyn, Puerto Rican nigga from Bay Ridge. You know what I'm saying? He used to be one of those Connecticut Solido niggas or whatever, but he cool nigga. He from Bay Ridge. And I met him on the island years before. I'll see this nigga again too. I'm in the stop, and me and this nigga talking. This black kid, I forget his name, man, this blood nigga, he come up to us. He like, yo, do us a favor. Tell all the Puerto Ricans, tell all your manitos and them niggas to play the handball court, man. It's about to go down with us and the Muslims. So I'm like, I go report that shit to the bros and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, these niggas talk about, yo, let's get all the Puerto Rican niggas over here. We gonna mind our business. That's what they're telling me. So I went and told niggas, right? So they telling Mello really, because he has status. I'm just a parolee, nigga. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is living in there for real. So we both go over there. We tell the rest of the Puerto Rican niggas, yo, everybody pull up to the motherfucking handball court. We start playing handball, fronting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know nothing. I mean, whatever. And like 5 minutes pass, I look over. Yo, my nigga, this shit was like Braveheart or something, but everybody was black. You heard? You had a crew of niggas on one side, crew of niggas on the other side. They looking at each other. Somebody says something. Next thing you know, they all run at each other, clashing to each other. Niggas is getting poked up, niggas getting beat up. You know, I'm like, oh shit, I'm watching this shit like a movie, B, like 100 feet from me, B. I got a good seat and shit, you heard? I'm like, oh, these niggas is poked. Yo, my nigga, this shit go crazy in Comstock Yard. You hear me?
That's the war you said. That's the war you said you saw.
That's the war, son. That shit was going down like a big bitch on a water slide, my nigga. These niggas was getting it in. Yo, niggas was falling, getting back up. I'm talking about, I don't want to exaggerate, but it was a lot of them niggas. It had to be at least like 40 niggas or some shit. I don't know, man. It was big. You know what I'm saying? But they was killing each other, B. And then the gun went off. Woo! Everybody dropped to their belly except for the niggas in the fight, bro. Yo, I dropped to my belly. I'm still watching this shit, though. You heard? Hey, mad niggas on their belly except for the Bloods and the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? They going in. I'm like, oh, shit. So the police rushed, opened that gate, nigga, mad police came in, they start banging on niggas. Niggas is fighting with the police. You know, they gave the police a time for their life, too. You know what I'm saying? But then niggas start getting cuffed up, sprayed, all types of crazy shit. They locked the jail down for like 3 days. You heard? Everybody in their cell, nigga. You know what I'm saying? For like 3-4 days, everybody on keep lock, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The whole building, right? I'm there writing rhymes and rhyming every night, dog. I'm rhyming every night. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Top Black doing the beats. I'm entertaining the whole tier. You know what I'm saying? We on like F Gallery or some shit like that. You know, I'm entertaining these niggas. Niggas was loving the raps and all that, man. Shout out to everybody who showed me love and that shit. I was feeling good. You heard? So I'm rhyming every night, nigga, on myself. Sometimes in a day, too. When one day, I had wrote this rhyme called In Search of Holy Men, right? And I'm rhyming it, me and Top Black doing the beats. He like, yo, you got to rhyme? Yeah, it's called In Search of Holy Men. Yo, I'm telling the whole crap. I start performing, and the nigga Musa. Next to me was this kid named Mexico. You know what I'm saying? Cool motherfucker. right next to Mexico on the left side of me, you know what I'm saying, was this Puerto Rican kid, brother, older man, named Musa. You heard? He was Puerto Rican, but he was Muslim. You know what I'm saying? Cool motherfucker too. You know, I loved these people. You know what I'm saying? I loved them so much I didn't even want to go home, my nigga. Like, these is my brothers. You know what I'm saying? But he said, while I'm rhyming the rhyme, I overheard him say, yeah, my nigga spit that Latin pain. My nigga spit that Latin pain. I heard him say that shit. You heard? I'm rhyming and shit. And this nigga Musa said, yeah, son, spit that Latin pain. So I kept rhyming, but when I finished the rhyme, and niggas showed me love, like, yo, fam, that shit was dope, nigga. I'm like, yo, good looking. I said, yo, Musa, what you was saying? He said, yo, you spit that Latin pain. I said, oh, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I like how that sound. So he was like, yo, you going home with something, nigga? You take that shit, you get famous. I said, yo, if I get famous, bro, I'm going to come back and get you, nigga. You heard? That's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I got the name Latin Pain, son. You heard? For those that wonder why. You know what I'm saying? They call me that. You know, it's not, I ain't make it up. That kid, he liked my rhyme so much, he called my rhyme style Latin Pain. You feel me? Anyway, after the motherfucking lockdown was over, you heard, and we back in the yard, the Latin King niggas told me to stop coming to the yard because I told them I was going home. So the LK niggas, I didn't tell everybody, but I told the LK niggas I was going home. They told me stop coming to the yard. Yo, you on fallback position. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you getting in trouble. We'd rather have kings on the street than kings in the jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, in Comstock, it's that type of spot where, you know what I'm saying, you could be going home all you want, nigga, but one wrong fucking thing happens, you got a new one, son. You know what I'm saying? Or police, you know what I'm saying? Assault on police or some weird shit. Like, they'll set you up over there.
Plus niggas be hating when you going home, man. Niggas want to see you lose your date.
Yeah, that's a fun, and I'm gonna tell you that too, son. But yo, I'm chilling in the yard, right? I didn't listen, son. You know, I'm hard-headed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to stay in my cell unless I'm in the box. You know what I'm saying? So I was going to the yard, and niggas pressed me, like they got mad at me, like, yo, if we see you in the yard again, yo, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna put us in a position to do something. So I'm like, oh shit, y'all niggas about to hurt me, nigga? Like, y'all bugging. You know, because I'm coming to the yard. They just wanted me to go home, son. They were showing me love. I just wasn't listening. But remember the kid I told you that sister sound like the Little Mermaid? This kid I slapped on the island and, you know what I'm saying, Scar barked on us and all that with the $40?
Yeah.
Yo, right before I go home, I looks over, I'm in the yard, I sees this nigga. He don't see me. He talking crazy spicy too. Like, you could see his hands moving. Like, he looked tougher in Comstock than he did on the island. I guess that nigga had some practice over there, son. You heard? I don't know, son. You know what I'm saying? But he was like different. Like, his energy was different. I seen him talking to a crowd of niggas, like telling his life story or whatever. His hands moving. He got the face. So I walks past and I said, yo, what's good, fam? You know what I'm saying? So he looked at me, he like, oh shit, that's that Puerto Rican. So he pull up, he like, yo, what's poppin', fam? I'm like, yo, what's good? How you doing, son? He like, yo, let me holler at you. I'm like, let's spin the track. So we spin the track talking. He like, yo, look, man, I was lamenting when I said it, man. My family don't got money like that. He don't know I'm going home. He don't know nothing about my life. He like, yo, my family don't got money like that. You know what I'm saying? I could have used that $40 that I said, yo, look, don't worry about it, son. If I got it, you got it, though. If I got it, you got it. I ain't never gave that nigga shit, lads. You heard? You know what I'm saying? But if I got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Anyway, long story short, the Latin King niggas pressed me. The second time they pressed me, I stopped going to the yard. You know what I'm saying? I only had like 3-4 days or some shit like that. Maybe a little bit less than a week sometime to go home. Them niggas told me, stop coming to the yard or they gonna put it on me. I said, fuck it. I'll stop coming to the yard. You know? I ain't trying to piss y'all niggas off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in my cell for the last couple of days. That's when I told Ty, you know what I'm saying? That's when I told Ty Musa and Mexico that I was going home. This shit broke my heart when I told him that shit. Remember, me and Ty go back a couple years because we was in Southport together. He was my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We built a bond, nigga, like we know everything about each other. We shared. I love that nigga Ty Black. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I told that nigga the day before I was going home, I was like, yo, Ty, man, I'm going home tomorrow. He was like, what? I was like, yeah. He was like, nah, son. That nigga got sad, son. Nigga made me sad, son. You heard? Everybody else was like, well, yo, praying, God bless you, stay out of trouble. This nigga Ty said, yo, let me punch you in the face when we lock out, because he thought I had 2 days to go home. He like, yo, let me punch you in the face when we lock out, son. I said, why you gonna punch me in the face for, son? He said, you gonna fight me back, Pain. You gonna lose your good time. I said, I don't got no good time, son. I'm done, son. I'm maxing. He like, damn, I'm gonna miss you, B. Yo, that shit made me sad, bro. You heard? Like, yo, son, on my mother's son, that shit made me cry, bro. I was in my cell, like, trying to be quiet about it, but I cried, my nigga.
Nah, that's a fact. I cried like a baby when I went home, because I was leaving my niggas. They was still there. You feel me? That shit broke my fucking heart. I had to go. I went in the bathroom, and I just I had to lock. It was a one-man bathroom in motherfucking Hudson. I went in the bathroom and locked the door on that bitch, and my shit just was boo-hooing, nigga. I was boo-hooing.
Some of the best people that I love to this day I ever met in my life, I met them in prison, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it hurts to say bye to niggas, good niggas that ain't coming home and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I felt selfish, nigga. Like, and I couldn't control it. You know, I had to go home. They was kicking me out that jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to go home. You heard? I cried last like a bitch, B. Well, I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I had pillow on my face, all types of shit, nigga, wiping tears, nigga. My shit was flooding. You heard? I gave that nigga my rhyme book, son, except for the song In Search of Holy Men. You know what I'm saying? I had a composition. I gave that shit to Top Black, you heard? You know what I'm saying? I let that nigga keep that shit. I know he remember me, you know what I'm saying? But I lost contact with the nigga because I couldn't remember. After a couple of years bugging out again, I got to the streets. I didn't do the right thing no more. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I did all the wrong things and I was wild and super gangster. That's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? But I did think I was slick. You know what I'm saying? All the way till I was. I mean, I could tell you stories all the way till I was 38 years old, my nigga. You know, I'm a late learner. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna tell you too much on this one. You heard? But I went home from that shit. You heard? And when I got home from that shit, I went back to Massachusetts. My shorty that I was married to at the time, you know what I'm saying? She was right outside of Comstock, Great Meadows up north. She was right outside in the white van, nigga. Picked me up, took me straight to motherfucking Massachusetts. And they got a little weird over there, but it was good for a while. You know what I'm saying? But I miss a lot of them niggas, lads. I ain't gonna lie, son. A lot of dudes, I wish I could have took them home with me. You know, feel me? Some great people. You know what I mean? And I advocate because a lot of times, like, I know how it feels to try to go get a regular job or some shit. They looking at your papers like, oh, you a piece of shit. Nah, I ain't a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? It just took me a while to learn what you learned, nigga. That's all. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of good niggas coming home, you know what I'm saying? I wish them well. You feel me? I know y'all great people. You make some mistakes. You feel me? But don't let the world look down on you, son. Only God could judge. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I don't disrespect or try to play niggas that I know that came from the struggle that we came from, son. Because I know what it feels like to be people looking down on you because you know what I'm saying, you ain't had it all there or you ain't know no better coming up, B. You feel me?
That's a whole fact.
Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Eviction notice on my door, I can't take it no more. Got to hit the Aki store so I can bring in some revenue. The rent is due, so I'm stomping shoes and cutting throats. Leave niggas broke. It's my antidote. Ain't last, do me the pass, so I'm running the touchdown. Leaking my head out of the sewer. I'm tired of the underground. This New York sound is profound. It's about time we take it back now. So how the fuck that sound, nigga? Yeah, how the fuck that sounds? It's hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes and hard. In the project courtyard,
Cherokee,
store on the
what up?
boulevard.
Yeah, I got 12-12. Get it. 12 cells,
Lock in.
no names, we moving through the lanes. Maneuvers, my gang, we shooting. Yeah, the block molten. Old man 9, he holding and throwing. Fuck the dicks, fuck World Cups, mustard shits. Y'all Knicks, out here, outside pitching. Block to the kitchen, rocks is sizzling. Ooh. My Cody home, son need a new phone and a brand new chrome. Gun, the heart is it. The back home starter kit, the grip. Take a trip down memory lane. Big black semi in pain.
Cocaine. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes of hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes of hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes of hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Times is hard, so I'm moving dimes of hard. In the project courtyard, at the store on the boulevard. Yeah. That New York shit. We back, nigga. Chief Cherokee. Say lies.
Hey yo, these my reels views in the last 6 months. Look at them M's. Look at them almond M&M's, you heard? Them M's is chunky, baby, and them hundos is serious. You heard? Hundos and almond M's, man. Promote with me, you gonna get seen. That's a whole fact. LAZ, a lot of y'all don't know I'm a New York rap veteran, you heard? Every once in a while I run up in that phone booth, come out with that cape on, and get it in. Check this new video with me and Chief Cherokee after this story. Hey yo, LAZ, make sure you run over and subscribe to my bros over there at InSource TV. They got a lot of fire exclusive interviews, yershk. Check they new joint with Mr. Full Moon. It's called Tales of a Killer Priest. Exclusive stories you never heard in your life, yershk. Leave some comments, tell them Z-Man Suicide Polo with the Ski Man sent you. Broadcasting live from New York City. It's the hottest channel on these YouTube streets. The best jail stories and hood stories are here. Make sure you subscribe today. LAZ.
This nigga couldn't find us in the room. This nigga crept through my window, lads. You hear me? The nigga creeps through my window in the middle of the night. He can't find the light switch, so he takes his lighter out and burns a piece of paper to look for the light switch, right? I seen this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping, but I seen the blaze, like, you know, I saw the light came on. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over me. This nigga got the pistol. Like, yo, where my money at, B? I'm like, oh, shit, bro. This nigga about to kill. Shorty butt naked in the bed.
You went back out to Mass to go live with that chick again?
So, yo, I wound up marrying her years later, too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know what I'm saying? It ended horribly, you heard? But I'm going to tell the story, you heard? So 2006, right? I think that's when it was. You know what I'm saying? When I came out of Comstock, it was the beginning of the year. It was like April something when I got out, you heard? March, April, something like that when I got out of Comstock. When I came outside, it was her and her homegirl in a van, you heard? To pick me up. And we said we head right back to motherfucking Massachusetts, bro. We was wilding too, nigga, in the whip, bro. We was bugging out, you know what I'm saying? We having fun, music blasting, whatever. We gets back to Fall River, and the first thing that we notice is when we get to the crib, my nigga, the crib was burglarized. You heard? That's what I came home to. Nothing. All my speakers, you know what I'm saying, TVs, everything we had, that shit was burglarized. You heard? I told Shorty too, this is crazy. I told Shorty too, I said, yo, I'm a fucking criminal. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really do burglaries, but I'll tell you one thing. When people burglarize your house a lot of times when you out of town, those people you know, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It don't really be strangers that burglarize homes when, like, they just know that you out of town. And it came out to be true, you heard? It came out to be true that it was people she knew, you know what I'm saying? But nothing really came out of that. Because when they burglarized the crib, right? Remember I told you I was working for the carnivals. You heard? When I would go to Massachusetts, I do the carnivals, then I turn myself back into parole. But I just maxed out on that bed. So I ain't had to turn myself in no more. So what happened was her mom's had a crib in another town called Taunton. You heard? And then the season was about to start back up. So we went to Taunton for like a month. And then my boss, you heard, he had a house in New Bedford, Massachusetts. You heard, that he owned. So I goes back to New Bedford. That's the spot where I first originated. The first spot I ever been to with Maz, I told you, with the prostitute chick that owed them Puerto Rican niggas that money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell the nigga, you know, I'll take the apartment, you heard, and I'll pay you through the work or whatever. But the carnival ain't start right away. You know what I'm saying? We still had some time. So I wound up, before I didn't get the apartment right away, but I wound up going out there. I met this kid named Jordan. You heard? Sucker shit, lads, you heard? I guess to New Bedford, Massachusetts. I meet this guy. You know, I'm bouncing around from town to town. You know what I'm saying? I got the whip now. You heard? Shorty had a whip, little Nissan Sentra. I'm driving around these little towns or whatever. I wound up meeting this kid, you know what I'm saying, named Jordan. Anyway, I leave Shorty with the whip back in Taunton, had this nigga pick me up. We goes out there, and we start getting money in New Bedford, North Front and Holly. You heard? This nigga lined me up, lads. You heard? I thought this nigga was cool, son. Now, apparently, there was this kid named, I'm gonna say the nigga name too. I don't give a fuck about these niggas, you heard? But God bless him. But I'm gonna tell a story. So there was this kid, he was from the Lower East Side, Manhattan. He was a Latin king. I didn't know his story until later. But apparently, the nigga, he got shot in New York, and they ran him out of Manhattan, and the nigga wound up moving to Presidential Heights Projects in New Bedford, right? So this nigga was kinging it out there. Now, they don't like New York Latin kings, but I don't know this. I don't know motherfucking thing about this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out there with the kid Jordan on North Front Holly. We getting money. We doing our thing for a couple of weeks. You know, I rented a room and all that. You know what I'm saying? I left Shorty. I was like, yo, I'm getting this money. I left Shorty where she was at. I'm in the next town over getting money. I'm talking about, New Bedford, Massachusetts was a gold mine. You heard? Was a gold mine. You know, from a ball to a quarter, nigga, like that night type shit. Like, it was a gold mine. You know, we was getting money out there, me and this kid named Jordan. But he's related to that Latin King kid, but I don't know that yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a clue about that shit. So he put the other Latin King nigga onto that. I'm LK from the Bronx or whatever. And they don't like New York Latin Kings because of what happened to him in New York. I don't know none of this. One day, though, I go to Honeydew Donuts, my nigga. Delicious, too. But I go to Honeydew Donuts. It's like 5 in the morning. That shit was like 24 hours back then. And I order me a croissant, egg and cheese and bacon croissant, and a coffee. After I ordered the food, I turned around. There's 3 Puerto Rican niggas standing at the door in they B-boy stands, you heard? I'm looking at these niggas like, why they stand in front of the door like that? Maybe when I go out, maybe they'll get out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm apprehensive. I'm like, yo, they don't look happy, my nigga. These don't look like the happiest niggas I ever seen. You heard? So I'm like, oh, shit. I thought about it. I said, fuck it. I'm going to walk through these niggas if they don't move out the way. You heard? I got to get out this store. You know what I'm saying? So I start walking to the door. When these niggas go to pop on me, I hit the fat nigga with the coffee, my nigga. All in the neck and all that. Bam! I caught the nigga with the coffee. Some nigga snuffed me. I caught the other skinny nigga with the sandwich. You know, I'm throwing food at these niggas. These niggas is popping on me, bro. I don't know why this is happening. I'm backing up. I'm trying to get some distance from these niggas. When I seen an opening, and boom, I rushed out the door. You heard? I'm the gingerbread man, lads. The fat nigga ain't had no chance. You not catching me, dog. You too fat for that. You know what I'm saying? The other 2 niggas, they was healthy, but you not faster than me, son. I run, son. I told you before, nigga, the police said I should have ran for the Olympics. You know what I'm saying? So I books on these niggas. I'm gone. Couple blocks away, I saw a crackhead with a mongoose. I asked the nigga how much he want for the bike. He said $40. I bought the bike off the nigga. I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck that was about. I thought they probably tried to rob me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what their problem was, you know? But they tried to jump me. They wasn't really good at jumping either, because I got a couple shots off, but I ran. I ain't going front. I don't know if they trying to stab me, they going back out the blicky. I don't know what's going on.
What you mean, though? You snuffed the dude with the coffee in your hand, or you threw the coffee on him?
Nah, yo, as soon as I saw them niggas make a move to pop on me, Fat Boy ate that coffee to the neck, dog. Bow. The other nigga punched me in the side of my face, but my adrenaline pumping quick. I ain't really feel that shit. The other nigga, I threw the sandwich. I backs up back towards the counter and lost my food. I threw a couple of shots. I caught a nigga, but I got caught again. That's when I saw the opening for the door, and I booked it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess away. I meet a crackhead. I bought the bike off the nigga. Nice bike too for $40. It was a nice bike. You know what I'm saying? So I'm riding around. Now, mind you, I'm staying on North Front and Holly in a rented room in this house. You heard? So I'm all the way down the block, like Purchase Avenue or some shit like that. You heard? And I'm like, all right, let me get, you know, I try to stay clear for like a little half an hour, 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I was just riding the bike around. I said, let me go back to my rented room. I got mad cracks in there. I got my money on me, though. I got my money from last night. I got bread on me. You know what I'm saying? A couple of racks. I'm like, yo, let me go back to the crib and just lay low. But when I ride to the crib, right in front of my rented room was a Toyota Corolla, like a 1.8 joint. Oh, I said, these niggas is Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm Boricua too, but that shit was a dead giveaway, nigga. Toyota Corolla. I said, yup, these niggas Puerto Rican. You know, it was one nigga in the driver's seat, but he had his feet out. It was one nigga sitting on the trunk. 3 different niggas. And it was another nigga in the back seat, but his feet was out, right? So they had the doors open, their feet out. So the nigga that's on the trunk, now mind you, I got gold fronts on the top. They say King, on the bottom they say Pounds, you know, with the fangs and all that at the time, right? So I'm riding, and this nigga, the nigga on the trunk, he was like, yo, your name Pounds? And I smiled at the nigga. I said, nah, I don't know who that is. I lied to the nigga, you heard? And instead of going in my rented room, I said, nah, because if I go in the rented room, they going to know that's me. So I kept riding up the block. I passed them, and I kept riding up the block. When I take a right, boom, and I start dipping. You know what I'm saying? I'm like on cushion or some shit like that. I start booking, my nigga. You heard? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I ain't got no hammer on me. I ain't got no weapons, no none of that. Puerto Rican niggas trying to kill me in this town. I never heard of. You know what I'm saying? I'm back out here. So when I'm riding down the block, this girl named Jocelyn, yo, shout out to her. She from the South End. I had met her before, you know what I'm saying, while I was there for a couple of weeks. I had met her before. She was feeling me too and all that, you know what I'm saying? So she's driving past. She's like, yo, get in my car. I'm like, yo, I just bought this bike. She's like, fuck that bike, yo, get in the car. So I said, all right, I guess in the car, but she like, yo, I gotta get you out. She acting mad dramatic, you know what I'm saying? You know when a bitch on your dick, you know what I'm saying, trying to act like they love you or whatever, you know what I'm saying? She like, I gotta get you out of the North End. She take me to her crib in the South and she break it down for me. She from that town. So she like, yo, Jordan set you up. You know what I'm saying? Bam Bam got shot in the Lower East Side. He moved out here. He hate when Latin Kings come from New York. This, that, and the third. So they whole problem with me, they ain't never really had a problem with me. They was doing that to different kings that came from New York to that town. They ain't want us there. You know what I'm saying? You know that New York nigga shit, you know when we go out of town, niggas be hating. You know what I'm saying? So that shit happened. So I leans back. I'm like, oh shit, it's crazy. I stayed with Shorty for like a week. You know what I'm saying? We did whatever we did. We had a little fun. And then I goes back to the white girl and talking there. The carnivals is starting up. You know what I'm saying? The season starts. So I get involved with that. I'm like, fuck it, I get involved with that. But on one of my week off type shit, one of the dead spots, yo, shout out to this crazy nigga from Boston, yo. This nigga's named Kuda Pie. That nigga was gonna kill me. I meet Kuda Pie and I did a deal with him, you heard? But I told you I used to like to sniff coke, you know what I'm saying? So when I did the deal with the nigga had got arrested for something or other, but he spent like a week in the jail. I thought that nigga was gone for life. You heard? So I was like, fuck that. When I saw the nigga get arrested, I said, yeah, he gone. You heard? But he only did a weekend. I slept on it. You know what I mean? I ain't see the nigga for a while. I'm back in the carnivals one day, like a month or two passes. We got another dead spot where we got like 3-4 days off. We had a ground floor apartment, right? I see a fucking little blaze of fire. Like, this nigga couldn't find us in the room. This nigga crept through my window, guys. You hear me? The nigga creeps through my window in the middle of the night. He can't find the light switch, so he takes his lighter out and burns a piece of paper to look for the light switch, right? I seen this shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm sleeping, but I seen the blaze, like, you know, I saw the light came on. I'm like, what the fuck? I look over me, this nigga got the pistol, like, yo, where my money at, B? I'm like, oh, shit, bro, this nigga about to kill. Shorty butt naked in the bed. She ain't make a sound, though, but you could tell she freaking out. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, this nigga about to kill me, nigga. It was a little $250 or some shit like that. It wasn't even a lot of money I owed the nigga. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that deep, but the nigga was there for his break. Like, yo, with my bread, I got $100 in the sneaker. I tell the nigga, yo, I got $100 in that sneaker on the end of the bed. We both butt-ass naked, my nigga. You heard? Me and Shorty butt-ass naked. This nigga holding a pistol in our room. He found the light switch. That nigga goes in my sneaker, takes the money. He like, yo, don't ever play me again. You know what I'm saying? So I still, to this day, I owe this nigga $150. You know what I'm saying? He took $100 out my sneaker. He dip off. Shorty bugging out. She like, yo, we can't stay here. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you be doing out there. You got niggas running in the window. So I asked my boss, I'm like, yo, I think it's time for me to move into that crib back in New Bedford. But remember, they just try to run me out of New Bedford. But I moved back there anyway. God is good to me, bro. I promise you. God is real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really believe that. Because when we moved back to New Bedford, 287 Court Street in the West End, I get the house. We move into that shit. The first thing we do is turn the lights on and, you know, all that other shit you gotta do because the shit was sitting there, nobody living in it for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I hit the carnivals. All this is happening fast too. But I hit the carnivals, start getting money with these niggas. The carnivals was the shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was already working for it, but I was having the time of my life. Every week, bro, a different town. Every week, bro, new people. You know what I'm saying? New games. I was doing games in the carnival. This game called the Bowler Roller. Getting stupid bread. It was like selling crack, but legal, bro. Throwing teddy bears at little kids, bopping them in the head, being silly. You know what I'm saying? I was getting cake off that shit. I didn't need drugs no more. You know what I'm saying? I was bringing some bud with me on the road, though, because anything that's $10 in the streets on the road, you know what I'm saying? You could bang them in the head for $20, $25 for what you would consider a dime bag, you know what I'm saying, on the block. You know what I'm saying? So I was doing that shit. Bad habits die hard, you know what I'm saying? So I started selling bud on the road. We doing our thing. Everything was lovely, bro. All the Latin King niggas, there was two indictment. I'm telling you, God is good to me. I come back off a trip, see on the news, 42 Latin Kings was indicted. Guess who was part of that? That Jordan kid, that Bam kid, a bunch of niggas, you know what I'm saying, got indicted. I ain't got to worry about them no more. You know what I'm saying? Because at first, I was kind of like watching out for these niggas. You feel me? Like, damn, I done got jumped from here. You know what I'm saying? Niggas try to run me out of here. You feel me? I'm back, nigga, with a whole apartment, a house type shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's only a matter of time before, you know what I'm saying, I got to pop on these niggas or they going to try to pop on me again. Them niggas went to jail, nigga. I don't know what they did, what their story was, but they gone, so I'm living my life mode. This goes on for a couple of years, This goes on for a couple of years, but 2008, I played myself. I cheated on Shorty. She wanted to get out of motherfucking Massachusetts. So we moved to Florida. My pops, rest in peace, had this trucking company. He was like, yo, y'all could come out here and work for us, this, that, and the third. But when I get down there and I go to work for the nigga in 2008, one of his partners was racist, bro. This nigga name was Mr. Baker, some shit like that. Andrew Baker and his brother Josh or some shit Baker. They was the brokers for the company. You know what I'm saying? I worked there 3 days, lads. 3 days. I just left Massachusetts, left a whole career. Excuse me. You don't mind if I smoke? Well, yo, I left my whole career, all that shit in Massachusetts to go down there and do this shit with them. You know what I'm saying? When I get down there, I'm there 3 days, bro, when the niggas was doing some, like, fucked up shit. They was doing shit they wasn't supposed to do with the company. Kind of scamming people on loads and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, for the trucks or whatever. And he tells us, the dude comes in, he's like, Preston. He comes in, he's like, yo, nobody answer the phones, because we was dispatching. So he like, yo, nobody answer the phones, you know what I'm saying, till I tell y'all, you know what I'm saying, shut your computers off, this, that, and the third. Well, I'm like, oh, shit. I don't know nothing about this. They ran it down how it works. I try to do my job, but I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know that business. He coming in there all crazy, you know what I'm saying, telling us to turn the computers off, don't answer the phones, this, that, and the third. I don't know what went on. When the other one comes in, the brother comes in, and I put beats on a laptop, you heard? I got a laptop, little Mac joint. I got beats playing on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Me and this kid named Sean, we used to rhyme and shit. You know what I mean? He was from New York too, but he lived out there. You heard? White boy, but he was from the hood. Like, he was a ghetto-ass white boy. You know what I'm saying? Real hood nigga. So me and this nigga sitting there listening to a beat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They told us don't do nothing, and I'm trying to get these hours, so I'm not going to just leave. So the dude Andrew comes in. This motherfucker looked like Howard Stern too. Big white boy with the Howard Stern nose and all that. You know what I'm saying? Long hair and all that. I thought that nigga was Howard Stern, but he comes in there. He hear the beats and shit. He in a bad mood for whatever they did wrong. He like, yo, he look at me. You know those little desk chairs that spin around and shit like that? Office chairs that spin around. I'm sitting on one of those. He look at me. He said, turn that shit the fuck off. I'm like, I told the nigga, I said, yo, my man, I done did it, but you can't talk to me like that. He said, what the fuck you gonna do? So I jumped, walking towards me, so I jumps off the chair, and I tried to punch him in the face, but I caught the nigga in the throat, bro, in the Adam's apple, bro. This nigga started choking on his shit. He hit a file cabinet, bang, hit the floor, boom. Everybody else in the company, besides the kid Sean that's sitting next to me, all got up like they was gonna be, yo, what the fuck you doing, fam? So I grabbed the fucking spinny chair, and I threw it at the crowd of the rest of them niggas, like I thought they was gonna jump me, huh? So I throws the chair at these niggas and back up. I'm outside the door. The boss nigga with the other nigga, not her pop, because he was never there. The other dude, the Preston dude, comes outside. Everybody comes outside. I'm trying to get space, like, you know what I mean? You know how it is. If you could get space when you getting jumped, you try. So they ain't jump me, though. The dude comes, he like, yo, he tells another nigga, call the police. I call Shorty. You know what I'm saying? She came pick me up. We booked it. You heard? That was the end of my career. Damn, what I'm gonna do for work now? I left everything in Massachusetts. You know what I'm saying? We out here in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Her pops ain't fucking with me now because I punched his partner in the throat. You know what I mean? I don't really know these people. It seems like they got a lot of problems. You heard? So I don't know what to do. So I hit this club up, man. It's called Calendar Girl West 19. You know what I'm saying? With a little bit of money I had, I went to the strip joint one day. My ex-wife, girl, her man was a bichote nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say his name, son, because I don't know what he doing today with his life. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga was getting money. I'm talking about these niggas was doing at least 100,000 a week, nigga, just off that little, just off the weekends at that club type shit. Like, these niggas was getting money. So I see the nigga in the club, and I tell him my situation, like, yo, my nigga, we just got this apartment, you know what I'm saying, off a loan from a pops and whatever I had left, but I just lost that bitch ass job, nigga, I don't know what I'm gonna do. You know, he like, yo, come to my crib tomorrow. I bet. I chills. The next morning I go to the nigga crib. This nigga got coke out the ass, bro. You hear me? This nigga pulling out dumb coke. I'm talking about. And he had it all bagged up in like 8 balls and shit. But this nigga had like a luggage full of 8 balls. I don't know how much coke that was. It was a lot of coke. You know what I'm saying? So he started throwing shit on the table like, yo, what you need, son? I'm like, yo, what you want for a ball? He like, yo, you know, at the time I think the balls was like, you know what I'm saying, Florida was like $1.50. You heard? So I tell the nigga, yo, I only got $80 to my name after last night. He like, nah, keep your money, son. Just bring this back, and I fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how you work. So he tells me, yo, I want you to hit Lollipops, Calendar Girls, and some other shit. I can't remember the name. You heard? So I start frequenting them clubs. My nigga, the money in Florida, started booming. I started getting crazy bread. You feel me? I started going home 2,500. Oh shit, nigga, just club hopping. Then the nigga would pick me up. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yo, it's your day off. Me and the nigga got mad cool. So he like, yo, it's your day off. We going to the club to chill now. You know what I'm saying? And we started club hopping. All I did, I was living in Spring Hill, Florida. We was running to the Hard Rock Cafe Casino in Tampa. You know what I'm saying? We were getting bread, bro. It was like a movie set. And this nigga had all the baddest girls in the world around this nigga. White boy nigga, too. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was getting bread. Anyway, shit start going downhill. Me and my ex-wife, we start fighting all the time because she got problems with her family, but she taking that shit out on me. You heard? So she like, yo, I hate Florida. I want to get the fuck out of here. Florida ain't healthy for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Especially for women that's not on the streets. You know, like, you know, that kind of lifestyle with the clubbing and all that shit. And my ex-shorty, she wasn't on that type of shit. So she was getting stressed. I'm always outside. I'm not coming home. We stood there for like a year going through that shit, getting money, you know what I'm saying, buying cars, having fun. But one day, she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave it all behind, son. She's like, you fuck this, I want to go back to Massachusetts. That's what she tell me. You heard? I done blew mad bread partying. I done blew mad bread and getting coked up. I was doing coke worse than I did in New York. You know what I'm saying? It was so much around me. You heard? You know, I'm chilling with the nigga, you know, that's doing like 100,000 a week, easy. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of cocaine around me, bro. I was selling it and sniffing it. I even had to smack a nigga with a 2x4 because the nigga tried to lie and say that I robbed him because he fucked up his bread. I had to explain to this nigga. He tried to say, yo, I think this nigga robbed me. So I slapped him with the 2x4. You know what I'm saying? But, and that nigga named Steve, too. Hey, yo, Steve, if you hear this nigga, you a liar, nigga. But anyway, this nigga tried to line me up because he owed this nigga money. He said he lost the coke. He tried to say one day we was at Cal and the girls. He tried to say, yo, the last nigga that was in my car was that nigga Payne, son. You know what I'm saying? I think that nigga took my shit, whatever. You feel me? That shit was a lie. So right by the garbage can, there was a piece of 2x4, like a broken 2x4.